I recently had the opportunity to sit down with Denny from All American Sharpener to talk about their lawn mower sharpening system. What's up, guys? My name is Matt from the American Edge, AmericanEdgeSharpening.com, and host at the Guild of Professional Sharpeners at guildofsharpeners.org. And I'm recording this in June, but in May, the theme in the Guild was mower blades, and there's a lot of discussion amongst the members about different tools and gear, and the All American Sharpener caught our attention. So I reached out to him, and Denny was cool enough to come online and answer some questions for me. The entirety of that interview with Denny is going to be exclusively available to the members of the Guild. But today I want to share with you my 3 top takeaways from that talk with Denny. Takeaway number 1, I teach and I believe that marketing is telling your story and viral marketing is when other people tell your story for you. We started the interview with Denny and I asked him essentially what their story was, and he told me some stuff that I wasn't aware of based on the research I had done with him. So I wanted to share Denny's story with you.
Okay, so the company is All American Sharpener, and it was started by my brother. We probably started selling them about 4 years ago, maybe not quite 4 years ago. It was a side project of his. He has another company that builds industrial engravers. He's been doing that since he was out of college. So he has an engineering background, and when he has a tool that he needs that he can't find or is too expensive, because we're pretty frugal people, he builds his own. So he built this for himself, and then he was getting a lot of requests from people to have one and decided maybe it's something we could sell online. So he asked for my help. My specialties are more in the area of like the website and video and things like that. But I'm also now in the role of customer support and marketing, and basically none of us have any specific roles, but he tries to keep the design and production in line, and I try to keep the other parts in line. And then we have a small team as well that helps us build them. We have a shop in Haskins, Ohio. Everything is American made. Our vendors that we use are local. We have one in Pennsylvania, one in Cleveland, and a couple other local ones. So that's the gist of the company. And yeah, I'm just Todd's brother. So he's the genius behind the design, and I say that humbly for him, but it really is a pretty slick design, and we're getting a lot of amazing feedback, and we're very grateful for it.
Takeaway number 2, I did a bunch of research, I checked out all their videos, and one thing that kind of caught my eye is sometimes they use a hard disk, sometimes they use a flap disk. So I just want to ask him, like, based on all the blades they've done and all they've learned, if they have kind of settled in on a particular wheel that they like to put on their angle grinder.
I think a 40 grit flap disc works great for my blades, and I do other people's blades as well. The only time I have switched to a hard disk is if somebody gives me a blade that's in horrible shape, it needs a lot of cleanup, and I know I'm going to have to take a lot of metal off. Then I'll switch to a hard disk and really work it over, and I'll still come back and finish it off with a flap wheel, because I just like that smoother, cleaner finish. And honestly, sometimes when I have to do that much work, I may have burned a couple sections on the blade with the hard disk, so I'll come back and try to clean that off with flap wheel.
And takeaway number 3. So the guys in the Guild, like, we all kind of start like in the basement or in the garage and stuff, and as we grow out, we adapt our space to meet what we're going into. With mower blades, it's a lot of like real grinding metal, and you need to be aware of the environment that you're working in. So I asked Denny if he had some ideas on ways that we could make it mobile or take it outside or make it like set up easy down. He had a real clever tip, so I wanted to share that with you too.
I find personally the best practice for me is I mounted my jig to a block of wood. I have an old workmate that was handed down to me from my grandfather, where you can clamp a piece of wood in the middle of it. It's a portable workbench, and I clamp the block of wood in that. I take it outside and I do my sharpening outside.
If you're deriving any value from this, make sure you subscribe and hit the thumbs up. Please know that Denny and I went into a lot of other topics, including things like outfitting a grinder, handling a burr, marketing it as a service, and a bunch of other stuff. And that is all made available to Guild members. And if that interests you, you can go to guildofsharpeners.org. Check out all of their stuff at allamericansharpener.com, and thank you for watching.